Yes, welcome and good evening, my dear children. Now you are all relieved from your tension, and we start with the physics analysis, question paper analysis. Now the very question is here there on the board, and for different version it may be different. Therefore, you have to locate the question as per your question paper. Here it is question number 1. And the question displacement time graph of two moving particles are angle 30 and 45, and slope of this graph gives the velocity, and the question is the ratio of the respective velocity, and the v1 by v2 is equal to tan 30 by tan 45 equal to 1 by root 3 by 1 is equal to 1 is to root 3, and hence the answer is equal to 3. So the answer is 3. Now we shall go to the next question. Now come to our second question as per this version. Two resistors of resistance 100 ohm and 200 ohm are connected in parallel and in an electrical circuit. The ratio of the thermal energy developed in 100 and 200 ohm respectively. Its connection is parallel, and definitely we know the heat generated P equal to V squared by R. Therefore, P proportional to 1 by R. Therefore, H1 by H2 is equal to R2 by R1. R2 200 by 100, 2 is to 1. So the option is equal to 1. So here the option is equal to 1. Now come to the third question as per this question. A light fall on a glass surface of refractive index root 3. An angle of incidence 60, and that angle of incidence 60, and you know tan 60 is equal to root 3. Therefore, that angle of incidence is polarizing angle. Therefore, the light ray incident on surface at polarizing angle, in which case the angle between the refracted and reflected rays are mutually perpendicular. So theory directly, and therefore the answer is 2. 90 degree, therefore option is 2. Now, fourth question, as per this version, as the temperature increases, the electrical resistance, direct theory concept. You know that when temperature increases for semiconductors, the resistance increases. For semiconductors, the resistance and hence resistivity decreases. So that statement is here. For increases for conductors but decreases for semiconductors. And therefore theory directly, so the answer is equal to option 2. And jump to question, fifth one. The ratio of the radius of gyration of a thin uniform disc about the axis passing through its center and a normal to its plane. 2 radius of gyration of the disc about the diameter. Radius of gyration for a disc about central axis is equal to moment of inertia m squared by 2 radius of gyration about central axis is equal to r by root 2 about central axis. In a diameter, moment of inertia is m squared by 4. Radius of gyration is r by 2. And the question is this division, and this is equal to root 2 is to 1. And therefore the option is equal to 1. Now come to our next question. A lift with a maximum load 200 kilogram, lift with a passenger, is moving up with a constant speed 1.5 meter per second. In addition, the force of opposing motion, the frictional force opposing the motion is 300 Newton. The minimum power derived by the motor to the lift. Now, power formula is given by force into velocity. Force is equal to weight of the body, that is equal to mg, plus frictional force into velocity. Weight is equal to 200 into 10. Force for 2000 into 10 plus frictional force is equal to 3000 into velocity. Velocity of motion is given 1.5. So that is equal to 23,000 into 1.5. Multiplying the value is about value is equal to 3,400, 34,500. So much watt. So the option is equal to 2. So answer is 2. Another question. Option yes, 2. Now a given nuclear reactor, the element X. Now it is positive beta decay. And positive beta decay, the mass number remains the same. So the mass number of the element that is going to produce after this positive beta decay, mass number remains the same, that is equal to 22. And what about the atomic number? A proton converted into neutron, and a positron is emitted. So here emitted particle is positron. Therefore, a proton converted into neutron. Therefore, atomic number becomes 10. So the answer is equal to 22 neon. Therefore, this is the answer is equal to 20. Next question. Now, an ideal gas undergoes 4 different processes from the same initial state as shown in figure below. The processes are adiabatic, isothermal, isobaric, and isochoric. The curve which represents the adiabatic process, the one which has got largest slope out of this. Here 0 slope, infinite slope, but out of this is isothermal and this is adiabatic. So adiabatic curve is 2, but the option is 1. So answer is option 1. Curve is 2, adiabatic curve, but option is 1. Remember. Next question. The ratio of the displacement traveled by the freely falling body in first, second, and third, and fourth. Galileo law of odd numbers theory, direct theory. 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7. So the answer option is equal to 2. A square loop of side 1 meter and resistance 1 ohm is placed in a magnetic field 0.5 Tesla. The plane of the loop perpendicular. Plane of the loop perpendicular means area vector parallel. So there is maximum flux through the coil. And flux. Flux is given by B dot A. Here it is BA, B 0.5, and the area is equal to 1 into 1. It's equal to 0.5 Weber. Therefore, the answer option is 1. Next. A long solenoid radius 1 millimeter has 100 turns per millimeter. If a 1 ampere current flow through the solenoid, the magnetic field strength at the center of the solenoid. Now you know in the case of solenoid, B is equal to mu0 Ni, where N is the number of turns per unit length here per meter. And that you calculate 100 per millimeter. Per meter, 1 into 10 raised to minus 3 is equal to 10 raised to 5 per meter. This is number of turns per meter. Now substitute here, B equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 into 10 raised to 5 into current is equal to 1. Equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 2. 4 pi roughly 12.5. So this is the into 10 raised to minus 2. So our answer option is 1. Plane angle and solid angle have. Now in SI, even though the definition is it has no dimension because arc length by radius angle. Surface area by radius square is solid angle, and therefore it has both planar angle and solid angle has no dimension. But as supplementary unit we accept it, and the planar angle has got supplementary unit radian, and the solid angle is called steradian, that we are accepted, and therefore we can say that it has got a unit but no dimension. So the answer is
yes. Good evening, dear children. It's a very welcoming paper. I hope all of you experienced physics part very easily. Okay, question number 13 I have to start with. In question number 13, power is given and energy, power into time. 100 watt kilowatts into 1 hour when you convert it to SI unit, that comes to be 36 into 10 to the power of 7 joule. Answer is 4. Question number 14. Here you have to be little bit cautious about the wording. First and second excited state. First and second excited state. So N1 is 2 and N2 is 3. That should be, you should be care about that. N1 is 2 and N2 is 3. Then the energy will be in the inverse ratio of their orbit numbers. That will be 9:4. 3 is the answer. Question number 15. Here we have to find the number of fringes in the second case. Simple way we can work it out. Simple way. Wavelength has become 600 became 400. So wavelength became 2/3. Wavelength became 2/3. Number of fringes will become 3/2. 3/2 of the previous value. Yes. 3/2 of 8. That comes to be 12. So answer is 3. Question number 16. Very common question. Very old question. We can say fragments are masses 2:1. The fragments of masses 2 and 2 will move mutually perpendicular. Their momenta will be 2 mv, 2 mv. Resultant will be 2 mv root 2. And that will be is equal to the momentum of the third fragment. That is mv. When you work it out, you will be getting answer is equal to 2 root 2v. That is 2. Next one. The very basic question from theory part. Then for an equipotential surface, electric field along the surface is 0, but electric field will be acting perpendicular to the surface. So angle between them will be 90 degree. So answer for question number 17 is 2. Question number 18. There is a basic mistake in the question, but when you calculate mathematically, you will be getting the answer. Because you can see from the first question itself, first case frequency is new, and you can find that when frequencies decrease in second case, the stopping potential or kinetic energy increases. That never happens. So basically that question is false. That situation is not possible. But when you work it out mathematically, you can find that there is an answer. You may get an answer. Answer coming to be 3/2 nu. 3/2 nu. That is answer is 3. But basically that case is not possible. Question number 19. Come on. Diagram A. Both the diodes are forward biased. So potential difference across both the diodes will be same. Diagram B, one is forward biased, other is reverse biased. Therefore, potential difference across the PN junctions will be different. One is forward biased, other is reverse biased. And option C, the C case, both are again forward biased. Therefore, potential difference across both the diodes will be same. So your correct option is A and C. That is third one. And question number 20, very basic information you might be remembering. Permeability's unit is Newton per ampere square. Newton per ampere square. Therefore, option is 2. Then question number 21, you may be surprised how they are asking about data. They are asking about wavelength. But you have an easy way of approaching it. What is the easy way? Minimum wavelength is for X-rays. Everybody knows that. minimum wavelength is for X-rays. So the minimum value is 1, 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. Minimum wavelength is for X-rays, that is of X-rays, that is D is for 1. Then maximum wavelength is for amplitude modulated radio waves. Radio waves have got maximum wavelength. Therefore, option A matching with 10 to the power of 2. So once again, minimum wavelength is for X-rays. So D matching with 1. Maximum wavelength is for amplitude modulated radio waves. Therefore, A matching with 2. Now we can easily select the answer as 3. No difficulty. Then 22nd one. The velocity of the transverse waves in a stretched string is directly proportional to root of tension. Root of tension. Therefore, the ratio of speeds will be ratio of root of tension. 1 is to root 2. So your answer is 2. Question 23rd is a basic question from theory. A spherical ball coming down through a viscous liquid. Its speed increases and then speed becomes a constant value. Speed increases, then when it attains the terminal speed, net force becomes 0, then speed will remain constant. Speed increases and then becomes speed constant. The correct option is first one. And in the diagram, it is marked B and the correct option is 1. 24th one is a very basic question. Excess pressure inside a bubble will be 4T by R. Excess pressure is inversely with R. Here, bubble radius increases, excess pressure decreases, pressure inside the bubble decreases. The option is 4. Then 25th one. Again, question is very simple, but you have to be little bit careful. That is the relevance of these type of questions. The content is simple, but you have to be very cautious about the words and everything. Come on. First statement is Biot-Savart's law gives magnetic field due to an infinite current element, and electric field and magnetic field, when you compare, source of electric field is a charge, that is a scalar source, and that is a point underlined in your NCERT book. They have written 1, 2, 3, 4 differences they have narrated. This one difference is that source of electric field is a charge, that is a scalar source. The source of magnetic field, source of dB, is current element ideal, and that is a vector one. But in statement 2, they have just reversed. They told that source of magnetic field is ideal is a scalar and source of charge is a vector. So that is just wrong, just inverted. So option statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is wrong. So in your options, you have to select option 2. Option 2. Okay. Now, next will come to explain the next 13 questions. I hope you enjoyed the examination. I think so. Questions are very, without troubling you through calculations. And still, as we told in the class, many questions are asked from NCERT as such. Okay. Anyway, I think you are happy. So exams questions were very easy. Yes, sir has come.
Good evening, all. We continue with question number 26. Question number 26. Angular speed of flywheel moving with uniform angular acceleration changes from 1200 RPM rotation per minute to 3120 RPM in 16 seconds. Angular acceleration in radian per second square. Formula for angular acceleration: alpha is equal to d omega divided by dt, where d omega is omega 2 minus omega 1 divided by the time interval dt. But omega is 2 pi nu. So 2 pi into nu 2 minus nu 1 divided by dt. That implies alpha is equal to 2 pi multiplied by nu 2 is 3120 divided by 60. Don't forget to divide by 60 because RPM is to be converted into RPS, which is the frequency. Minus 1200 divided by 16. And you try to calculate, you get the answer. Option 1, 4 pi. 26 correct answer is option 1. 27. Biconvex lens radius of curvature 20 centimeter each, that we have discussed in class, that a biconvex lens having refractive index 1.5, its focal length is equal to radius of curvature. That is, focal length is 20 centimeter, then its power is 100 by 20, that is 5 diopter. 27 2, it's a very common question in our materials. 28. When light propagates through material medium, velocity of light in that medium is given by speed is equal to velocity divided by the refractive index n, but refractive index is root mu r epsilon r. So correct answer is option 3. Next one, 29. De Broglie wavelength lambda de Broglie is equal to h by p. So lambda d p relation is a rectangular hyperbola. So option 3. 30. Copper wire length given 10 meter, radius 10 power minus 2 divided by root pi meter, electrical resistance 10 ohm, current density in the wire for electric field strength 10 volt per meter is formula used for finding current density from Ohm's law in vector form. J is equal to E divided by rho, where rho is RA divided by L. That implies J equal to electric field is 10 volt per meter, length is 10 divided by resistance is given 10 ohm, area given pi r square, but r is given, so squaring 10 power minus 4 divided by root pi square, so that pi gets cancelled, then you get the answer 110 cancel, 10 power 5. So option 3 is the right choice. So 30, correct answer is option 3. Now 31. Question number 31. Body mass 60 gram experiences gravitational force 3 Newton when placed at a point. Magnitude of gravitational field intensity. Intensity of gravitational field is defined as force per unit mass. Force by mass. But force is 3 Newton. 3 Newton divided by mass is 60 gram. 60 into 10 power minus 3. So the answer should be 50 Newton per kilogram. Option 1. 32. Two objects 10 kg and 20 kg respectively connected by means of a light rod. 10 meter separation, distance of center of mass. We know center of mass of two particle system will be close to the heavier mass. So divide the total distance of separation into the inverse ratio of their masses. That's why you divide 10. 10 into 20 divided by 20 plus 1. That is 20 by 3 is the correct answer. Option 1. 32 correct answer. Option 1. Now 33. Half wave rectifier input frequency is equal to the output frequency. Option 2. Two hollow conducting spheres radii R1 and R2. Potentials. Potential is equal to K, Q divided by R. As charges are same in each of these spheres, potential varies inversely with distance, radial distance. R2 is less, so potential is more for smaller sphere. So correct answer is option 1. Next, 35. Peak value of AC source is equal to, peak voltage is equal to root 2 times RMS value. It's a very simple question out of this paper. 36. Given below two statements. One, stretching of a spring is determined by shear modulus of material of the spring. Okay, only shape changes, so the subsequent elastic modulus is shear modulus. That is true. So statement 1 is true. Coil of spring of copper has more tensile strength. Tensile strength of steel is more than that of copper. Tensile strength of steel is very close to 400 megapascal. That of copper is close to 200 megapascal. That's why that should be incorrect. So assertion A correct, reason R false. A true or false. So option 2 is the right choice. Now the 37th one. Series LCR circuit. Values of inductance, capacitance, resistance are given. Supply voltage given. Then nu zero is the resonant frequency and supply frequency given nu. Let us check whether it is resonating or not. For that, let us find out. Inductive reactance XL is equal to omega L. Omega, as per this question, given 100. Omega is the coefficient of T, 100 into L value is 10. So we get 10 power 3 ohm. Now what is XC? Capacitive reactance, that is equal to 1 by omega C. 1 by omega 100 times C is 10 power minus 5. Okay, so we get that also 10 power 3, that is the circuit is resonating. So nu is equal to nu zero. What is the frequency? Resonant frequency nu zero is equal to omega 0 divided by 2 pi. Omega 0 100 divided by 2 pi, so 50 by pi. So correct answer is option 1. 37 1. 38. Gravitational constant. Dimensionally M inverse. No other option. So A2. Gravitational potential energy. Whatever potential energy, whatever energy dimension ml square T minus 2. So B2. Sorry, B4. A2 B4. A2 B4. Now gravitational intensity, option D. Intensity means gravitational field acceleration. LT minus 2. So that should be D3. So the correct answer should be option 1. 38 option 1.
Now, this question number 39. Yes, the capacitor of capacity 900 microfarad is already charged. So, charge on this capacitor will be CV. That means 900 into 10 to the power of minus 12 into 100. That is 9 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb. Now this is connected to this uncharged capacitor. You know, the total charge available to the system will be remaining same. So charge still, the new charge is still what? Q dash, it's still Q. That is 9 into 10 to the power of minus 8. But the combinations will be a parallel combination of capacitor. C effective will be 2C, that is 2 into 900 picofarad. That is okay. Now, energy stored in the capacitor will be Q dash square by 2Z. That is 9 into 10 to the power of minus 8 into 9 into 10 to the power of minus 8 divided by 2 into 9 into 10 to the power of minus 10. So 1 9 get cancelled. Then this will be 9 by 4, that is 2.25 into 10 to the power of minus 6. The answer is 2 is the correct answer. Okay, come on. Next question. Area of a rectangular field in meters squared. Length is 52.3, breadth is 25 meter. Then area. Area is multiplication. Area is 55.3 into 25 meter. And the numerical value is coming to be 13825. But according to the we need only 2 significant digits. Result should have as many significant digits as in the component having minimum number. We need 2 significant digits only. So we have to round it off to 2 significant digits. Answer is coming to be 14 into 10 to the power 3. 2, answer is 3. So direct question. Next question. Yes. A big circular coil of 1,000 turns. The coil is rotated about an axis perpendicular to the its plane. As a result, some occasions the plane of the coil will be coming parallel to the field lines. There it will be linking maximum flux. Some occasions, zero flux. Some occasions the plane of the coil is coming perpendicular to the field lines. Flux link will be maximum. As a result, flux will be continuously changing from zero to maximum. We are getting an alternating induced EMF, and maximum induced EMF will be VAN omega, and the current induced maximum will be VAN omega by R. So B is given to be 2 into 10 to the power of 5. Area is 10 meter, means area will be pi into 100, pi r squared, into number of turns 1000, and angular speed is given to be 2 radians per second. Omega is directly given to you. Divided by resistance is 12.56. 2 into 2, 4. 4 pi. 4 pi will cancel with this. So what is left over? 10 to the power of minus 5 into 10 to the power of 5. That is 1 ampere. Answer is 2. Okay. Next question. You have to draw the truth table for this. A truth table we have to draw. Yes. Look. This is A, this is B, and one of the input I can say A bar. A bar. So input for first, this is a NAND gate, this is a NAND gate, these two are NAND gates, and this is a NAND gate, and output of this NAND gate is Y1, input of this output of second NAND gate is 2. Input for the first NAND gate is A and B. Input for the second NAND gate is A bar and B. You can see from the diagram. So we draw a truth table. Truth table should contain all these things. A, B, we need an A bar. Then Y1. Y1 is what? It's a NAND gate. So what will be that? That is A and B bar. So 2. Y2. Y2 is A bar and B bar. Then Y is, this is Y. The final output at C is Y1 and Y2. A0, B0, A bar 1. What about Y1? A and B bar. A and B is 0, bar will be 1. Y2, A bar and B. A bar and B is 0, but A bar and B bar, that will be 1. And Y will be Y1 and Y2, that is 1. So what is we are getting? A0, B0, 1. Second, A1, B will be 0, A bar will be 0, Y1 will be A bar and B. A bar is 0, B is A and B. A is 1, B is 0. Therefore, Y1 will be 0. Sorry, A and B will be 0. Y1 will be A and B bar. That will be 1. Y2. Y2 will be, so A is 1, B is 0. So A and B will be 0, bar will be 1. Next, A bar is 0, A bar is 0, B is 0, A bar and B will be 0, this will be 1. 1. Next, A0, B1, A bar 1, A and B will be 1, but its bar will be 0. A bar is, sorry, A is 0, B is 1. So A is 0, B is 1, A and B will be 0, bar will be 1. Correct. That is 1. A bar is 1, B is 1, A and B bar is 1, but its not will be 0. And this is an AND gate, this is 0. Now, fourth case, A1, B1, A bar 0, A and B will be what? 1, its bar will be 0. A bar is 0, B is 1, A bar and B will be 0, its bar will be 1, but again its AND gate will be 0. So what are the things? 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0. 1, 1, 0. So what option is here? Yes. Second option. 0, 0, 1. That is correct. Then 0, 1, 0, 1. This is 0, 1, 0. That is correct. 1, 0, 1. Correct. 1, 1, 0. Correct. So 2 is the correct option for this. So we have to work out systematically, then only we'll be getting it. Okay. So answer is this. Next one. Minus Q plus Q, the combination acts like a dipole. And we are finding out the field at distances are much greater than L. We can treat like a dipole. For a dipole, at any point on its axial line, electric field is inversely with the distance q. So correct answer is A. 43 answer is A. Okay. Next question. Volume occupied by molecules contained in 4.5 kilogram means 4,500 grams or 4,500 by 18 number of moles. And at STP, 1 mole containing 22.4 liters. So the volume occupied will be, number of moles is 4,500 by 18 into 22.4 liters into meter cube, that is into 10 to the power of minus 3. This comes to be 5.6 meter. Okay, come on. Answer is 3. Next question. A ball is projected at an angle 60 degree with the vertical direction. So angle of projection is with horizontal 90 minus 60, that is coming to be 30 degree. Then its speed at the highest point, highest point vertical velocity becomes 0. Body has got a horizontal velocity. So velocity at highest point is V0 cos 30. V0 cos 30. At highest point, velocity is not 0, but minimum. Because why it is minimum? Vertical component becomes 0. Only horizontal component will be there. Body will be going parallel to the ground. Velocity vector and acceleration vector are mutually perpendicular. All these things are the identification for the highest point. And here V0 means velocity of projection, that is 10 cos 30 is root 3 by 2. That comes to be 5 root 3 meter per second. Answer is coming to be 1 or A. Okay. Next question. Transparent media A and B separated by a plane boundary, speed of light, those media is given. Critical angle For critical angle, we have only one formula, sin C is equal to 1 by mu. Total reflection takes place in the case when light ray goes from denser to rarer. But mu, you remember, always rarer mu denser. And this will be velocity in denser medium by velocity in rarer. And you know how do you identify velocity in denser medium? Less speed, that is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 8, divided by velocity in rarer medium, more speed, 2.0 into 10 to the power of 8. So sin C comes to be 3 by 4, or C is sin inverse 0.75. So answer is coming to be 1. 1 is the answer. Okay. Answer is this. Next question, 47. A nucleus of mass number 189 splits into two nuclei having mass number 125 and 64. You know the famous Rutherford's formula. What radius of a nucleus is R0 8 to the power of 1 by. Therefore, R1 by R2 is equal to A1 by A2 whole to the power of 1 by 3. A1 and A2 are the mass numbers. Mass numbers of one nucleus is 125, other is 64 whole to the power of 1 by 3. That is, cube root of 125 is 5, cube root of 64 is 4. Your answer is 5 is to 4. And this is 2 is the correct answer. Next, this is a case of a stone bridge or meter bridge experiment. You know, there is in order to minimize the effect of the end correction, for the most precise measurement of x, the values of P and Q must be nearly equal and are small. This is to minimize the effect of end joint at the joint. This joint, that error to be minimized. This is the condition. Should be approximately equal and small. 48. Two pendulums of length 121 centimeter and 100 centimeter. So if you know the length, you can easily get the time period as 2 root L1. 2 root 121, and that comes to be 2 root 1.21 in meter. That comes to be 2.2 second. And second pendulum, already we know it is a seconds pendulum. Even then 2 root 1, that is 2 seconds. So both the pendulums have time periods 2.2 and 2 seconds. And they start oscillating from where they are at the mean position. Question is that after how many vibrations of the shorter pendulum, the two are again in phase at the mean position. They are coming again in mean position. Means both the pendulums are reaching at the mean position again, and they are moving in same direction. That means they are again meeting at mean position in phase. They are again meeting at the mean position in phase. For that, time taken, you know, whenever pendulums are coming back to the mean position, time taken is an integral multiple of their time periods. Multiple of their time periods. When the pendulums are coming to the equilibrium position or mean position, time taken is multiple of their time periods. When they are coming together, that is common multiple of the time periods. And when they are coming first time, it is the minimum value of the common multiple or least common multiple. I repeat, when the pendulums are crossing the mean position, time taken is an integral multiple of their time periods. When they are coming at mean position together, common multiple of their time period. And when this happens first time, this is least common multiple. Therefore, the time at which pendulums come to mean position together in phase, time taken is least common multiple of their time periods. So this is the basic result. When two pendulums are once again coming in phase at the mean position, time taken is the least common multiple of their time periods. You know, one time period is 2.2 second, other is 2 second, then the least common multiple will be 22 seconds. 22 seconds. Least common multiple of 2.2 and 2 is 22 seconds. During this time, longer pendulum has completed 22 by 11, that is 10 oscillation. We have to calculate the shorter pendulum. Shorter pendulum has covered 22 by 10, that is shorter is 22 by 11, that is 22 by 2 point. 22 by 2 point. The period of the longer pendulum is 2.2. So 22 by 2.2, that is 10, and this is 22 by 2.0 second. The shorter one's period is 2.0 second, that is 22 by 2.0, that is 11 oscillations. I repeat, the least common multiple is 22 seconds. The longer pendulum's period is 2.2. Number of oscillations made by the longer pendulum is 10. Shorter pendulums is 2, 11 oscillations. So by the time shorter completes 11 oscillation, longer completes 10 oscillation, they are again at mean position very first time. Okay. So answer is 4. 4 is the answer. Next one. 50th, last question. Ampere's circuitry law applying a straight wire, and here having a cross-sectional area, we mean it's a thick wire. For thick wire, for outside points, we can consider the whole current is along the axis of the wire, and magnetic field outside points will be mu 0 by I into 2 pi r. B is inversely proportional to R. For inside points, that is very much derived in NCERT book. For inside points, magnetic field is given by mu 0 I by 2 pi capital R squared into R. Mu 0 I by 2 pi capital R squared into R, or B is directly proportional to R. Or even if you draw a graph, magnetic field for a thick conductor of radius capital R, we draw a graph showing the variation of V as a function of distance. This is the point R less than R, this is the point R less than R inside. This is directly proportional. Graph is a straight line. For outside point, that is R greater than R, outside point inversely proportional to R. So the correct answer is outside point B is inversely proportional to R, inside point directly proportional, and the field is maximum at what? The surface, that is mu 0 I by 2 pi R, and this option is correctly given. Linearly increasing as a function of R up to the boundary, that is up to the surface, and then decreasing with 1 by R or inverse dependent. So the correct option is 2. Okay. So that's all about this paper. Okay, bye.